Welcome back to phoenixwright, Ace Attorney Treasure. Where in the last video we'll finish our investigation what's actually going on the case. So we had the guy who up there selling bad food because he actually owed money to a guy and a woman. One of the guys who apparently who looks like me, but he's redder and kind of think he's a tough guy, talking all that mafioso stuff. And a creepy woman who is weird in some ways. So we are going to the trial and trying to figure this problem out. With that being said, grab a snack, grab a drink, because Detective Reaper is here to save the day. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Maggie. So, what do you think is going to happen today? Yesterday's session didn't go so well, it ended up a giant mystery. That's true. And we still haven't solved a single part of it yet. Are you okay, Nick? Yeah, of course. I saw that little flash of doubt in your eyes. No, that wasn't doubt, that was, determination. What? Don't I believe you? It's nearly time, Maggie. You better get going to the defendant's seat. Roger, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'll count on you. Alright. Hey, pal! Hey, Detective Gumshoe? Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need it. How did you know she was stressed? I was watching through the doorway. Oh? You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Here, maybe this help. What? Have you taken up aromatherapy too? Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me that you don't remember this thing. Come to think of it, that doesn't look like those aromatherapy bottles. This is the smallest bottles that turned up at Trey's Beer Kitchen a couple of days ago. Wow, look at all these little bottles. Oh, they're aromatherapy, or he got so many they're overflowing on the floor. Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others. Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either. And it doesn't smell. We finally got the analysis result back from the lab. So, what is it? Is it a poison? I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication. Medication? Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently. For ears? You mean... Yeah, it's the medication Glenn Air was using for his ruptured eardrum. What was Glenn Air medicine doing in the kitchen? What about the hungry for a fingerprint? Anything on that? Someone screw up because they only had time to land the punch at the bottom. In an hour, and they might have something in the prints, but that's one of the wickedest impact as a piece of evidence. Okay, pal, this is it. Make sure your fist is impregnable as yet. Got it? Today, child, I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done, or my name is to finish right. Alright, you get some water right quick. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Byrde. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready and ready as always, Your Honor. Very good. Then we get underway at once. Yesterday we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claimed to have witnessed the defendant putting a bottle in the victim's coffee. However, the witness testimony was plagued with a number of problems. The mark of the rim of the cup showed that the victim drank from it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked up with his left hand. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. Furthermore, according to the witness account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yes, the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear. It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick? Yeah, it does. Huh, allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor. The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it.
You lost me already. That's a good talk.
Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today. Only losers think like that. You got to change with the times. That's one of my rules.
Are you glad that you resolve these contradictions?
You
You know the answer to these riddles.
the old guy wasn't just throwing Caesar here. He was throwing us off the scent. And today I prove it.
Very well. Let the first witness take the stand.
Oh God. And you are? Oh, bonjour, everyone. Everyone. Armstrong, the owner is the chef of the band. Restaurante, Jante.
Forgive me from asking witness, but are you a woman?
Oh la la, monsieur. As you can see, I am her and perky gentleman, no? Huh? On the day of the incident, you were in Tresville kitchen. Isn't that right? Where's your monsieur? Everything feels right. Huh. Wow, he's turning unfazed. Does anything intimidate this guy?
Very well. Your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Tresville.
We, volunteers. Alright, we're gonna hit this first testimony, I meant. When the odds up in there were two customers, my restaurant there. I remember I was experimenting with some new art disco ZD. I advised a large mirror between the table, for example. Wait, perhaps that is what our old man was looking at. Look up, the earpiece, and the glasses is what I visit, and reverse it, no? Mirror? We, Grandman Rod, Lalamos is no Musman Rod. And suddenly the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it.
That will explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front.
What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Alright, when it's all pinned to the two customers, alright, he said it was two. Experimenting some large mirror behind the table, for example. He said a cup, like earpiece, like glasses, everything in reverse. Alright. Let's check something out for you. You say, take that for example. The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we? The boys was hearing on the earpiece on the same side as the green leaves of his spirit. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. So to summarize, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side. Is that the myth that you see Mozor? Not that you think the border is not so no? Unfortunately, that's where we run into my mental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why isn't that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head?
Order! Order! Mr. Wright is correct! If the witness jury observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then we would expect the victim earpiece to have been on his right eye.
Objection!
How bitter. Right, you should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time. Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different? You don't understand the way the witness thinks.
How he thinks!
You remember this, I presume? I broke the vase, sorry, apologize, Miss Kudo sworn testimony? Exactly, the old man has one very grievous habit. They throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddle his mind makes it. And what the most striking thing about Mr. L,
Clearly, it's the victim eyepiece.
and that's my point, the old man strikes again. Mr. L, it should be made a big impression on the old man. I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear. Do you hear? His left ear. Huh. Well, try it. That's the worst but best impressive kudo ever. Wow, I really thought he was all city for a minute there. Cause that was good.
Enough! I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony.
That look, Nick, looks like the board of contradiction you found just a rash. A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court, we all ears. Wait, I can explain. Please, if you will, look at Le Plan of La Restaurante. Alright, we got a mirror in sight. Let's look at the mirror. Hello! Is Everyday City comfortable? La mirror. It was the middle of La Restaurante divided Z2 out there. Z, if only one seat from which you could have seen as image of La Vite. That was it. Just a table next to La Victim. That was where a la old man was sit there. After La Table is sit there, girl. I'm on La Mirror. It was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else.
I see no problems with the explanation we have just heard. From the table, next to the victim, Miss Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror.
What a naughty little couture. I am confused as the man like this. Don't worry about it. We can't keep up except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again. I hate that guy.
You say you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror? Are you quite sure about that?
Volunteer, of course.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please.
Mirror was right there. Let's present that. This piece of evidence contradicts with the testimony we had heard, Your Honor.
The grand photo?
Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist.
What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
Should not exist? How? Sound like you describing yourself, Trite.
Now then, if the defense would please clarify this statement. What is something that should not...
I think think it's pretty obvious that this is what should not be in the picture.
The vase? What possible connection does this have to with this witness testimony?
Your Honor, I'm telling you that there should have been no vase on that table. Because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence. There is one thing that was clearly determined by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was on the table where he was sitting. And yet, as the court can see, there is an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo was not, in fact, sitting at the table next to the victim at all.
Objection!
Don't be an idiot, Wright. That's impossible. That's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim reflection from. Exactly. There is only one conclusion we can draw for this contradiction. There was no mirror in the trash bin that day. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie.
Objection!
Don't try to confuse the court, Troy. Obviously, the witness cleaned up the vase, while the police were taking their time to get to the crime scene.
Objection!
Unfortunately, Mr. Godard, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary in his other words. I did not touch anything else except the mirror.
Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself?
I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day.
In light of this revelation, we return back to original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece in her ear which she couldn't hear?
Huh. You only get one shot at life. There's no turning back. If you want to claim that the mirror wasn't there, try it. Then this problem is all yours. How to explain what the old man saw? If I can answer, then it'll be much closer to the truth. I can feel it.
Are you going to be okay? Can you really solve the contradiction, Nick?
There's more than just this one contradiction, Maya.
What do you mean?
Remember what Maggie told us. There was another man at the victim table. And there was a sample CD on the victim table. He all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason why nothing in this case is added up.
Well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer.
Yes, Your Honor. The reason behind all these contradictions in Mr. Kudo's testimony because it's simple. Mr. Kudo's made a mistake. Well, no, that's a big mistake. In a way, he could have made a mistake because if there was supposed to be another guy there and a CD on the table, he should have seen all that. The earpiece doctor, the ear doctor, we never even heard of him, so we got to see he's a phony. This case is riddled with contradictions. Yet there is one very simple answer that clears them all.
And what is that?
The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced were two completely different events. What? Yes, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenn L. at all. It was an imposter and phony pretending to be Mr. L. Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left ear. That's how he ended up wearing an earpiece in his left ear by mistake.
On the court, settle down or clear the courtroom.
Alright, Gramps, why don't you clear out of here, huh?
What did you say?
Try. Are you saying that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup?
Yeah.
Someone pretended to be Glenn L who acted out the whole coffee poison. All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo.
Objection!
Get real, Troy. Why would anyone want to do that? Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was
the servant girl brought him a chapakito, but she put something in it. That's the servant girl right there in the fitting chair. I remember it well. It's so hard to believe, but
there was one and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poison. To show Maggie Byrde that in the act of poisoning the coffee.
Objection!
Or you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's store was a fake as well? It's true there was no other customers in the restaurant at that time, but it's also true that the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening.
that's right. Well, witness, if the restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct?
Oh la la, this is the most difficult for me.
Objection!
No, it's quite simple. All you have to do is testify. You're on the oath after all. Was there, in fact, a phony at Trez Ben that day? The defense demanded that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened.
The defense request for additional testimony is accepted. You will accurately explain in detail the event in the restaurant that day.
We. Oh, you sweating now, buddy. Love it, Monsieur came to me restaurante alone. I remember a lot of old men arrived not long after him. There were no customers. When got word he won a lottery, Moon, Elf became very excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later. Later, Zada poisoning incident occur. No, there was no time for phony to do that day.
Just so we clear, there was no mirror in the restaurant after all.
Where was the mente porter? Forgive me, Your Honor. I lied because I want the mess to be cleared up quickly.
What you have just done is committed perjury, Mr. Armstrong. I will decide how to punish you later. For now, we will hear your cross-examination, Mr. Wright, if you please.
He took that perjury charge a bit too well. But I'm guessing he'll be more serious trouble after his cross-examination.
Alright.
Love it, came to my restaurant alone. I remember how long man arrived not long after. Let's see.
Hold it!
By the old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct? It's come often for my special cafe. I drink your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. It's special, I give you that. It's for the sip just for the experience. Oh, you make me so happy, monsieur. You're more welcome at the time. I say it was worth one sip and nothing more. So Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask his arrival in more detail. Let's see. Don't ask anything. What time is it? No. How many minutes after? So you're saying that not much time elapsed between when the victim and Mr. Kudo arrived? That is correct. But that still leaves a possibility of something happening in a gap of time. And by your recollection, how much time would you say elapsed? Let's say approximately 2 minutes. I would say 2 minutes. That's all.
It seems unlikely anything untoward could have happened in such a short time.
Right. I knew I should have pursued this kind of question then. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. What time? Let's try this again.
Hold it!
By old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct? It's often for my special cafe. I I drink your coffee once, Miss Armstrong. It's special. I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for experience. Oh. Oh, you make me so happy, monsieur. You are most welcome anytime. I said it was worth one sip and nothing more. So, Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as Mr. Victor. Maybe I should ask about the time in more detail. Let's see. Out of curiosity, about what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived? Oh no, I can't remember, monsieur.
I believe we were told by witness yesterday.
The courtesy reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir.
Does this perhaps jog your memory, witness?
Well, incidentally, I've been about 20 minutes as a drive. So the victim must have arrived between 2 p.m. and 2:10 p.m. No? Just after 2, huh? Thank you for your jogging my memory, monsieur. You're wonderful.
Ha ha ha. I can't sit here all the time and do nothing now, can I? The time of day will be added to the witness testimony.
Wait, monsieur George, everything I do it for you.
Mercy me. That's right, isn't it? Ha 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 ha.
I'm glad at least one person in a good mood.
He's even human assaulting himself.
Experienced most straight 10 minutes ever.
Objection!
Take that. I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong. Wait, what do you mean? At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each week they announced the winning numbers of the $500,000 lottery ticket. Wait, that must be like someone else was listening to?
I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright.
I wonder. You say the victim arrived at the restaurant after 2 p.m., correct? Wait, I'm sure of it. I remember perfect now. I know the exact time because I had just finished serving the lunch meal. Get to the point, Wright, if you have one. That show is broadcast live at 1:30, and it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life.
It's on the air at 1:30.
Now, supposedly the victim made some noise when it was announced here at 1. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m. Because the show has already finished more than 30 minutes earlier by that point at that time. No! This victim we've been told about had done nothing but the impossible. Listen to the radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over? There's only one conclusion you can draw from these facts. This victim was imposter acting out the poison 30 minutes after the real murder. Yes, there were 2 Glenn L and Trish being that day. The real Glenn Everett, now dead, has been poisoned by the real killer, and the phony Glenn L acted out in events for Mr. Kudo to witness.
It certainly seemed that way. I mean, if it wasn't the case, how could you explain the time discrepancy?
Objection!
Quite a performance, Wright. You were almost on the road. But sadly, you lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song. What is this, Musical Theory 101? Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's just now after 2 p.m. The phony L is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain then where's the real Glenn L is? I don't believe I had to spell this out to the court. However, at that time the real Glenn Everett was already dead.
That's certainly the obvious conclusion.
Objection!
Thank you, Troy. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say. What? Now, I presume you can prove this theory of yours. Can you explain where the missing corpse went to? The missing corpse? According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other customer there. If that customer was a phony Glen L, then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim? Good point.
The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright. If your theory is to stand up to examination by the court, you must provide us with the proof of answering the prosecution question. Where did the killer hide the body?
Yes, Your Honor. No congestions, right? Let's hear some facts for once. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden. Evidence?
What's with the intense pressure here all of a sudden?
I thought I had it with that contradiction. But he turned it all around and backed me to a corner instead.
Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense theory evidence. First, where's the body of the real L concealed?
Had to be inside, can't be outside. It would have been too dangerous to take the body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Tribulation.
Interesting. But where could a body have been hidden inside a restaurant? Perhaps you worked out to show the court on these plans, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Exact location of the kitchen where the only thing would be big enough for a body would be in the kitchen. I mean,
Take that!
the body was hidden here.
I see.
Nice supposition. But the real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was sitting in that location? Alright, fine. This is the medicine that he needed, so we're gonna present it.
Take that!
Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle? No. I have never used that ugly bottle before in my life. I only use La Vez Bateau Bonjour. This lights the quality only for me.
Where was this bottle found, Mr. Wright?
Interesting enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Tribulation. No. But I only use this bottle on my aromatherapy oils. But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Miss Armstrong. No, it contains a medication.
What kind of medication?
I'm sure everyone remember, don't they? That Mr. L visited an orthodontological clinic and was given medication that day. You can't be serious. The defense had the contents of the bottle analyzed, and I have the lab results right here. The contents of this bottle matches the prescription that was given to Mr. L. Then Albert murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen, at which time this bottle fell out the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, did you say you was in the kitchen? What you? Yes, you know what I'm talking about to say. It was you who hid the victim's body. You did a fine job pretending to defend my client, Maggie Byrde. However, you were setting her up to take the ball behind that poor girl's back. No!
Honor, this is extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Mr. Glenell?
Never. I could never do such a awful thing. No! Oh.
Mr. Godon!
The bitterness. Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of coffee. That's one of my rules. Do you have the slides out there how many cups you had by now? Then I like to do the same to the person who lied to me. I like to take them down with my empty cup. Listen up, Chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear, my deficiency friend? Just for the minute, please, you must hear me out. Mr. Trip, listen to me, por favor.
Your yo hablo español. It's Armstrong and por favor, Spanish.
I'm going to ask you once, did you do it? No, absolutely no. Simple. Let's hear it. You got one shot, right, Gramps?
Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie again, Mr. Godard, coffee must await you. There does my gavel.
Wait, it is clear. What do they always say in the movies? I got a bad feeling about this.
Very well, begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong.
The confession. Let's see who's gonna confess this time. It is true. I love Buddy and love Kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with Zed. Because Zed was reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear. You must believe me. Okay.
You were forced? By who?
I cannot say. Oh, I will be erased. Let's try a different question then. When Mr. L died, was he really the only person at his table? Zip what? Zip was another man. I knew it.
Maggie was telling the truth.
You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright.
There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get him to tell us the name of the real killer. Confession. I think we know what we need to do from here. It's true, I read the body. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. Let's see. Yeah, I think we know the idea who this man is. Where is he? Where is he? He is over. Gotta be him. Let's end this dance of Ring Around the Rosy, Mr. Armstrong. This is the man that you've been referring to.
Who is that? I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a month ago in his very courtroom. This man is Furio Tigre. He's the manager of a loan office called Tender Mended. There's no point trying to hide the truth anymore, Mr. Armstrong. I know you couldn't go against Mr. At least not while he had this on you. Contract.
Take that!
A $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark? And you had no way to pay it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you. Wait, is as you say.
Mr. Armstrong!
Tiger, is it to me would go to use my risky word for a business rendezvous? On the day question, it was really la victim, the man said to repair his law. I don't know what is that bad like that. I just did what they told me to do. I had no choice. I carry the body and an inconsistent Maggie outlook in an area and into the kitchen. After that, I just try to forget what I said. I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre.
I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and the lottery ticket that were found in the defendant's apron pocket. Was that your doing as well?
No, I know nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done that. I was not. It was despicable.
Mr. Godard, you will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness. I doubt that can be arranged today, so we will join for now. Proceeding will continue tomorrow.
30 minutes.
What?
The trial will go on. I see it to myself. I need a half hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more.
How the...
Don't sit back and relax yet, Wright. No one knows if the chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go on either way.
Very well. Your request is granted. Mr. Godot. We will resume once Mr. Tigger is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess.
Oh, this just got interesting. Oh my goodness. Wow. Alright, it's time to get the lookalike me onto the stand. Trying to rip this testimony apart now. He's been impersonating me the whole time, and now we're going to go ahead to take him down once Mr. Godot find him within a 30-minute recess. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll be back with the trial again. I'm out.